Hi guys, thanks for joining us today. We're here in this really cool DJ lounge here at Zouk, Singapore, and we've been joined by one of the greatest legends of trance. Now, you hardcore fans would know him by many names: System F, Gouryella, Moon Man, Pulp Victim, then the list goes on. But of course, every trance fan around the world would know him as Ferry Corsten.
Hello guys.
Hey guys, make some noise, come on!
Very modest, very modest.
Yeah.
It's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
Well, Ferry, thanks a lot for taking some time to talk to us.
Yeah, sure,
welcome
sure.
back to Singapore.
Thank you.
So you've been playing here at Zouk quite often, and this is the last time that you're going to be doing this. So how do you feel?
This has been my home away from home, you know,
Yeah.
in Singapore for sure. For I don't know how many years, like 10 plus years, really. And on the one hand, it's like it's a sad idea that this thing is gonna end.
Yeah.
At the same time, you know, when something's gonna end and it's gonna get a new life. Usually it's for the better.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for. But hey, let's not go too quick tonight. You know, it's gonna be the from what I know, the last big trance celebration. So
Yes,
that's what I'm gonna make it. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh yeah.
So over the years that you've been playing here, are there any fond memories that have like stuck with you over the years?
Yeah, I mean, you
You
know,
played a few Christmas Eve gigs here as well.
yeah,
right?
there was like a number of years. I think about 6 or 7 years in a row that we did. Which was Let's Get Merry with Ferry.
Yeah,
you
Merry
know,
with
like,
Ferry.
yeah, that was like the nickname of the night.
Yeah,
you know,
you'd be wearing a Santa Claus hat.
Yeah, also it's Boxing Day. You know, I would play here.
Yeah.
And yeah, those nights were really great.
Yeah.
But some of the best memories I had, funny enough, is like, what, you know, as a Dutch guy, when you come here, you know, and you look at the crowd, there's only Asian people, and in the distance you see a bunch of really tall, blonde people stick out. For me, it was like very easy to make 1 on 1 is 3, and that's like KLM, you know, and every time when I saw that happening, it was the KLM crew that came out here to just have a complete blast. And yeah, every time again. So that's a good memory of Zouk that I have. Yeah, in Singapore for sure.
Yeah. So we're approaching the end of 2016. Now, 2016 has been a pretty big year for you in terms of all the Gouryella shows that you've been doing.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. I love Champion. Sure. Amazing. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So, taking a look back at all the shows that you've been doing.
Yeah.
And looking at the way that all the entire idea of bringing Gouryella to the main stage has panned out, would you say that you managed to achieve what you exactly want to do?
I achieved that and more, to be honest. You know, I mean, when Gouryella sort of stopped in about, what was it, like 2004, after the 4th release.
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure if it would ever come back. You know, my space was different. I was sort of like venturing out into different styles of music.
Yeah.
As you need to do sometimes, just to keep yourself sort of inspired and triggered for the next new thing. But then last year, I was really feeling like, okay, I want to bring that sound back.
Yeah.
So Anahera was the one last year that did it, and based on that came the requests from quite a lot of promoters around the world to do a show with it, which I initially didn't want to do because, you know, I live by the rule, like, if you have something that is perfect, let it go.
As it is.
Don't touch it anymore.
Yeah.
Because the more you touch it, the bigger the chance of ruining it. You know. Yeah. So for me to do a show, it was like, I know. But they were saying like, yeah, but you can bring that sound to like a wider audience again.
Yeah.
Which I then decided to do, and the response was just amazing, man. Really, like people. Every time when I do Gouryella show, they're like, wow, this was almost like a religious experience, almost. You know, that's the response I get, which is just I think I can only see as an amazing compliment, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was a sound which was big in the early 2000s that you brought back 13 years later. So what was going through your mind? Were there like any major concerns as to whether this sound would work in 2015, 2016?
Yeah. I mean, first thing was like, you know, the original Gouryella sound was based on long tracks, like storytelling tracks, instead of today, where everything's just like snippets, you know, it's like real quick.
Yeah.
So there's hardly any room for unnecessary stuff, if you will. You know, if you listen to tracks right now, it's all about this is what the track is about. So, and then you get like this and that bit for mixing in and out, and that's really what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But you know, the sound of Gouryella and trance in general in those days was about a lot more than that. You know, it was about a whole journey in one track. And so yeah, for me it was like, okay, is today's generation up for that, you know? Because of course with Gouryella, yeah, I knew that I was gonna get the appreciation from all the old fans, but of course you want to get the new guys, you know, to appreciate it as well. And surprisingly they really did. It's like it's a breath of fresh air. It's like nice, you know, different from all the put your fucking hands up bullshit. You know, it was just like a real sort of music was coming back into the whole story again. So, but yeah, other concerns was like, okay, after an absence of 13 years of Gouryella, you know, within the 13 years, Gouryella grew into almost like the holy grail, you know, of trance music, if you will. It doesn't even exist, and it's like, so the expectations went through the roof, and to come up with something that actually meets those expectations, it's, you know, it would have had to be phenomenal, really. So I've been running around with the idea to bring Gouryella back for so many years, but my head wasn't there, because I was doing all these other music styles, and until last year I just stumbled across it and just opened another I went through some old tracks of mine, another moniker, System F, and one of the tracks was called The Sonnet, and in there's like one progression that is actually the main theme of Anahera now, but I felt like, okay, if there's anything that screams Gouryella and it would live up to that expectation right now, it's actually this progression, right? This part. If I bring that to the forefront, instead of sort of like being like a supportive sort of part in the track, then I know I have the next Gouryella, and so that's what I did.
It's interesting that you say that you were inspired by System F track. So you have so many monikers that you could have chosen to actually revive, but you chose Gouryella. So what made you decide, okay, I'll pick Gouryella over System F? Because System F was a moniker that you enjoyed so much success with, and it's one of your most famous trance projects.
It's very true. The thing was that I think it was so like a product of last year, where I felt like the electronic music scene became so, and I mean it in the most respectful way possible. I can't even say it, but I can't say it more respectful than saying the electronic music scene got so dummified. You know, if you will, by put your fucking hands up and 1, 2, 3 jump. That was all there was. Apart from the minimal techno, that was great, and some, of course, right, there's some underground genres that were absolutely stunning, and they're doing so well today, and I'm a big fan of that stuff. But in general, like the popular layer, even trance, it was just getting to just like so, you know, that was all there was. And I felt that if I wanted to bring something back, especially with Gouryella, because I always had this personal thing with Gouryella, because of the meaning. All of the Gouryella singles, they mean heaven, angel, something related to that. I wanted to bring back some depth, you know, instead of put your fucking hands up. You know, so if that's one message on one side of the spectrum, I just wanted to bring back the other side. And so yeah, if you look at a Gouryella show, you will be sort of like exposed to questions of like, where do we come from, where are we going, who made us, like the bigger stories in life that no one has a real answer to. Everyone has their own answer, but is that the real answer? No one knows. And so that the mystical thing, that's what I wanted to bring back, and Gouryella had that, and System F was always was more like a real like party
Out
trance
there,
vibe,
trance,
you know,
yeah.
like really party.
Yeah.
Not with that deeper thought behind it.
Yeah.
And Gouryella had that, yeah.
So, once you're done with the Gouryella shows, what do you have planned for 2017?
Yeah, the shows will continue until like I would say March, April next year.
Okay.
And then Gouryella will stay in the scene with a release every year,
Yeah.
as it did back in the day.
Yeah.
And for Ferry Corsten, yeah, I'm actually working on a new project right now. That's
Is
pretty.
that a solo project?
It's
or
a solo
something?
project,
Okay,
but it's
alright.
it's pretty extensive. So I mean,
Right.
I'll have a lot more to talk about next time we have a conversation, I guess. But right now I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But it's it's gonna be Gouryella, like the next step.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to that. Well, Ferry, unfortunately, that's all the time we've been given. So we're going
Alright,
to let
man.
you go, and we're really looking forward to your set later. And thank you very much. We're looking forward to having you back in Singapore again.
Thanks
as
so
well.
much, man.
Thank you so
Alright.
much. All right.